Hi friends, welcome back to our channel English with SHYAM Sir, English. And I'm SHYAM Sir talking to you. How are you all? I hope you're well and your preparation is really going well. Without further delay, let's get into our SHYAM Sir's vocabulary program. And today we have September 8th Hindu newspaper here and I'm on the page number 6. I have chosen a very big article today. It is not the regular smaller article on editorial paper. Yes, this is on editorial paper, but I have chosen a very big article. That's the reason I'm trying to share the same article for both our channels, Telugu as well as English channel. So already in our Telugu channel, I have covered approximately 20 plus vocabulary from the article, but I'm not going to repeat the words here. I'm going to share a few more new words here. So let me begin with the vocabulary from the article in the third column, my dear friends. Already the first, second columns I have covered in our Telugu channel. Okay, if you want, you can watch it. If you're comfortable with Telugu, you can watch that video as well. But in this channel, I'll be talking in English, as you know. So, my dear friends, let's get started. Let me, start with the column number 2. Okay, let me start with the column number 2, my dear friends. Right. Right. I have to start from the column number 3. Okay, let me start with the column number 3, my dear friends. So let me tell you where I ended on our Telugu channel. On our Telugu channel, I ended here, presumably. This is where I ended on our Telugu channel. What is presumably? You know, presume means predict. Presume means predict. Presume means predict. Now let me continue from here, my dear friends. Let me continue from here, my dear friends. So now destabilize. What is meant by destabilize? Destabilize means disturb. I'm sure destabilize is not a difficult word, right? Your decision might destabilize my business. So destabilize is absolutely a very colloquial word. So I don't want to talk about it much, but if you want to write, you can write destabilize also. But yes, this is a very good vocabulary I want you to take seriously. Assertion, my dear friends. What is meant by the word assertion? When somebody says something confidently, clearly, that's what we call assertion. So assertion means a statement which is confidently said. A statement which is confidently said. Moving ahead, optimality. What is meant by optimality, my dear friends? Optimality means satisfaction. You know, optimality means satisfaction. Everybody wants some optimality in their career. Yes or no? That's what we call optimality. Optimality means satisfaction. Okay. Now, moving ahead, my dear friends, let's go on to the next important vocabulary. That is a very important vocabulary here. Impetus. What is meant by impetus? Some kind of force or some kind of energy. Impetus means some kind of force or some kind of energy. Okay, na? Some kind of force or some kind of energy. I'm sure everybody knows what is diagnosis. Generally, a patient goes to a doctor, and the first step is the doctor tries to get into the diagnosis. Okay, the doctor gets into diagnosis. In one way, what is diagnosis? Trying to find out the problem. Yes or no? Trying to find out the basic issue with the patient is called diagnosis. So I'm sure diagnosis must be a very common and colloquial word, or in other ways, you can also say the ability to find the problem. So then, we'll move ahead here. There is a beautiful vocabulary here called mandate. What is meant by again mandate? Mandate is a very commonly, appearing word on the newspaper, isn't it? Mandate means order. Mandatory means yes. Mandatory means compulsory, right? So mandate means order. Especially on an official jargon, we use the word mandate. Mandate means order. So no? Then let me take you to the next column. But before I move ahead, my dear friends, my humble request is whoever is watching the video, whoever is regularly trying to follow my Shyam's vocabulary from the Hindu paper, my request is maintain running notes, please. If you don't do that, you're actually wasting time, because hardly we spend 10 or maximum 15 minutes on this, right? At least you have to have a running notes. Then what happens is when I teach you a new word, pause the video, write the word on the running notes. That will help you so much. Now, adopted is a word that everybody knows. What is adopt? Follow, or adopt in one way is own something. Own something. I want to adopt a new lifestyle from tomorrow. I want to adopt a new lifestyle from tomorrow. Adopt means implement, own something, own something. However, be very careful. There's another word called adapt. ADAPT. What is meant by adapt and what is meant by adopt? ADAPT. Adapt means adjust. It's our responsibility to adapt to any kind of situation in our life. So adapt is different, adopt is different. Sometimes it comes in spotting the errors. Be careful. I'm sure there is a Telugu movie of Mahesh Babu called Srimantudu where he adopts a village. Okay. Now, what is this allure? What is this allure? Allure means attract. Okay. Na? Allure means what? Attract. Implicit, my dear friends. What is meant by implicit? Indicate. Indicate something or giving a hint of something. Implicit means indicate something or giving a hint of something. Implicate means indicate something or giving a hint of something. LATTER. What is latter? The second one. Be very careful. There is one word called later, LETER. Later means after some time. But this word called latter means the second one. For example, yesterday I watched two movies, A and B. I liked the latter one. Means I liked the B. So LATTER, LATER, be careful. LATTER means the second one. LATTER means the second one. Okay. Now moving ahead, sparked off. What is meant by sparked off, my dear friends? Yes, sparked off means activate. Activate. For example, a serious reaction was sparked off among the people due to the remarks made by the politician. Sparked off means activate. Sparked off means what? Activate. Now I'll take you to a beautiful word. I'm very sure everybody should know this very important vocabulary. But how many of you know the meaning of the vocabulary exhort? Exhort means there are different meanings. One is urge, putting pressure, or in a positive context, you also say support. Exhort means urge, my dear friends, or support, my dear friends. Exhort means urge, my dear friends, or support, my dear friends. Okay. Exhorting is a beautiful word. I'm very sure everybody knows the meaning of the word trigger. Surprisingly, on the Telugu channel also today, this word came because this word came on the entire article 5-6 times. Trigger means lead to, cause something. Trigger means lead to or cause something, my dear friends. Yes, evident, clear, evidently, clearly. It is evident that you're losing weight these days. It is evident that you are losing weight these days. Okay. So evident is clearly, my dear friends. How many of you know the meaning of the vocabulary retain? Retain means hold something without losing it. Hold something tightly without losing it. SHYAM Sir, can you give us an example so that we will understand it better? Sure. Even though you have problems in your life, try to retain your patience. Even though people criticize you, people blame you, people insult you, people defame you, people belittle you, you must always retain your confidence levels. So holding something tightly without losing it, will this example help you? Chalo. Now I'll take you to the next paragraph where there is a beautiful vocabulary called harbor. There are different meanings of harbor, but I'm sure everybody knows what is harbor. The place where ships are tied. Similarly, here also, harbor means the meaning comes like nurture. The meaning comes like nurture or bear. Or you also use the word shelter, You also use the word shelter. You also use the word shelter for harbor, okay? Then let me take you to one more beautiful vocabulary here called dampen. Dampen means, my dear friends, actually make less stronger. Make less stronger. He tried to dampen my confidence levels when I told him my idea to start my own business. So my friend tried to dampen my business. My friend tried to dampen my business. My friend tried to dampen my business. Or my friend tried to dampen my confidence levels. He tried to take my confidence level to a lower level. Okay. He tried to take my confidence level to a lower level. Okay. That's what we call dampen. Dampen is a beautiful vocabulary, my dear friends. Moving ahead, how many of you know this word called discredited? I'm very sure everybody knows discredited. Again, bringing something down. Bringing something down or make less. Discredited means, my dear friends, make less. Discredited means make less. What is the meaning of the vocabulary anchoring? Do you know what is an anchor? Yes. Anchor is a place where ships are tied so that the ships don't move away. Likewise, anchor also, you can, in a very common language, say tie something to something, or you also say coordinate. You also say coordinate. He is trying to anchor, he's trying to anchor the whole things. Anchor means coordinate, my dear friends. Anchor means coordinate. Okay. I'm sure everybody knows this word ignore, but still I'll tell you because some of you may not know. What is meant by ignore, my dear friends? Taking not seriously, Ignore means taking not seriously, taking something not seriously. Surprisingly, this idiom came many times on today's paper. So I have already told this idiom on our Telugu channel, but here also I'm telling you because it came many, many times. And everybody should know this idiom, so I'm repeating. Sorry. Hitch the wagon. Hitch the wagon means depend on something or depend on somebody completely. Hitch the wagon means, my dear friends, depend on somebody or depend on something completely. Completely. Depending. Or you also say rely on, or you also say depend on. Okay, my dear friends. So I would like to end the video, but before that, as you know, I have to, or I will repeat the vocabulary, revise the vocabulary, because I believe that repeating and revising the vocabulary is a very important process. And if you remember, I started with presumably. Presumably means maybe, presumably means maybe or may not be. It is just presume, very important word called presume, my dear friends. Everybody knows what is destabilize. It is really not a very good vocabulary to learn or very difficult vocabulary to learn. Destabilize means disturb. But my dear friends, do you remember there is a beautiful vocabulary that I have told you called impetus? Impetus means force or energy, my dear friends. Force or energy. How many of you know the beautiful vocabulary called mandate? Mandate means a formal official order. Okay. Adopt and adapt. Be very careful, my dear friends. Adopt, ADOPT. Adopt means own something, own something. Adapt means adjust, my dear friends. Adjust, my dear friends. For the fact that the situation came, I would like to add one more close word, close looking word, adapt. How many of you know what is adapt? Adapt is a word, the meaning is no. I'm not going to tell you the meaning. I want you to message the meaning of the word adapt. Will you do it? Please do it. So that you will understand the difference among the three beautiful words adopt, adapt, and adapt. Is it not interesting? How many of you know the meaning of the vocabulary allure? I have told you, right? Allure means attract. Allure means attract. Oh my God, there is a very important idiom that came today called hitch the wagon, depend on or completely rely on. A lot of students very constantly keep asking me this question, Shyam sir, please teach us idioms. Please teach us phrasal verbs. My dear friends, every day when you read newspaper, any article on the editorial column, you will find at least one idiom. And remember that idiom. Like today's video has, hitch the wagon, depend on. Isn't it important? Now, what is the meaning of the word latter? Latter. The second one. Later means after some time. Please understand the difference, okay? There is a beautiful phrasal verb called spark off. Spark off means activate. Is a decision sparked off many remarks from others. How many of you remember the beautiful vocabulary called exhort? Exhort means urge, support, or you also say encourage. It is evident that you are losing weight these days. Evident, clear. Oh my God, I like this word very much. Retain. Hold something without losing it. Harbor, everybody knows the place where ships are kept, but still Harbor has another meaning, taking care, nurture. But what is the meaning of dampen? Make less stronger. Have given you example also. My friend tried to dampen my confidence level when I told him my idea of starting own business. Dampen means make less stronger. There is a word very close to this called discredit. Again, make less relevant. Make less relevant. Yes. You know, dampening and discrediting is very close, yes or no? Anchoring, holding something tightly or coordinate. Holding something tightly or coordinate. I'm sure everybody knows the meaning of the word ignore, not taking seriously. Ignore means not taking something seriously. Yes, and many more words, but still, these words are today's words in our program, SHYAM Sir's vocabulary. Hold on. Every day, I'm giving you 3 words to create your own examples. Yes or no? Already, adapt is with you. So I don't want to again talk about it. I want you to work on this word adapt. Create a beautiful example, my dear friends, because this is very important. Along with this, I want you to create a beautiful example with the word exhort. Do you remember what exhort is? Urge, support, or encourage. Yes or no? And my dear friends, I want you to create a very interesting example with the word impetus. Do you remember what impetus is? Yes, impetus means force or energy. But my humble request is before you create examples and send examples on the comment section, please work on them. Study the words on the internet or on the dictionary. Then you will understand how to use them. Then send examples. So this is all about today's, SHYAM Sir's vocabulary video. And I'll meet you in my next session. Before I wind off the video, like every time I say, I'm working hard to share best knowledge with you. I want you also to work hard to build a beautiful career. Friends, life is one opportunity. Make full use of this opportunity. Nothing is difficult, friends. Attitude plays the crucial role. Nothing is difficult. Everything is based on how you handle the situations and what you do in that particular situation. When it comes to career, yes, anything is possible. I repeat, anything is possible. Okay, friends, SHYAM Sir will be waiting to see beautiful examples on these 3 vocabulary. Thank you so much. I hope the session is interesting and useful. See you in my next session. Bye-bye.